It's been the TBI's most submitted drug for the last 2 years. And here in Dickson County, methamphetamines are also the #1 drug endangering children. The sheriff's office says on average, detectives are working 2 cases a month for kids with drugs in their homes.
Usually when we're getting kids that are testing positive on hair follicle exams, a lot of times they're under the age of 10.
Detective Sarah McCartney says there's also a number of newborns with drug addictions because of the mother using while pregnant.
Sometimes we have heroin and then sometimes marijuana, but what we see mostly is methamphetamine.
And those serious drugs are what lead officers to charge parents with aggravated child abuse and neglect.
It's not really that they're getting access, it's just that the drugs are being used in front of them, so the smoke inhalation or the powder substance, if they crawl through it or something like that, it gets into their system and they test positive.
While it's a pretty steady caseload for the sheriff's office, the Drug-Free Dickson Coalition says the number of children has increased significantly across the state since 2019.
So that's primarily what we're concerned with, is trying to encounter these children and get them out of those situations, and so we can provide an environment where they can thrive.
Detective McCartney says the exposure can affect kids emotionally and mentally long term.
Sometimes they'll say something at school that a teacher just thinks is off, and a teacher will make a DCS referral, and that's how we get involved a lot of times. Sometimes it's a family member outside of the home that knows that there's a problem.
And it's heartbreaking to see some of the conditions children are found in.
There's been cases where law enforcement have responded to a house. Parents were abusing heroin, and they found used needles on the table, and one of those needles happened to be broken off, and the other end of the needle was found in the child.
The Dickson County Sheriff's Office says, of course, the ultimate goal is to reunite these parents with their children, but that can only happen if the parents are willing to follow the steps laid out by DCS. In Dickson County, Brooke Reese, News 2.